Hello and welcome to another trip report. I just arrived on a train at Hongqiao and I need to get to Pudong airport. So let's take the new rail link. Do you think it's worth it to spend 18 more RMB just to save an hour? But anyways, I got my ticket and it's supposed to take 39 minutes and the metro takes around an hour and 40 minutes. This line just opened around 5 days ago and still in trial operation. This is really the weirdest railway station I've ever seen. It's not a metro, it's a suburban rail, but it's managed by Shanghai Metro, and the stations are like train stations. However, there is like 9 platforms just for this one service from Hongqiao to Pudong that runs every 15 minutes. And all of the platforms are Spanish solutions, so there's only actually 5 tracks for 10 platforms. A feature of Shanghai Metro is that you can see when the next train departs down to the second. Alright, that took exactly 39 minutes, so well done. My flight is at 1:35 a.m. and it's not even 9:30 yet, so let's see if check-in is open. Check-in for AirAsia flights is at Zone K at Pudong Airport. There's already quite a line at check-in despite it not being open. Check-in opened at around 9:38 p.m. There were 3 counters for economy, 2 for premium flatbed, and 3 for online check-in document checks. Check-in took 28 minutes for me as I didn't check in online. There was no line in immigration, but security took 19 minutes, which is one of the fastest I've ever had in a Chinese airport. I've arrived at my gate E63, but there's still like 3 hours till boarding. So this is our plan for today. I wish, but no, we're flying AirAsia X. The tragic thing is, Singapore Airlines was actually cheaper if I booked earlier. Boarding started 11 minutes ahead of schedule at 12:44 a.m. The boarding was done by zones. Our plan for today is 9 Mike X-Ray Bravo Hotel and 2015 built Airbus A330-300, originally delivered to Singapore Airlines. The plane retained its original configuration with 255 in economy and 30 in business class. I hadn't looked up the registration before boarding, so I was surprised it wasn't 9 abreast. So here's my seat for today, an ex-Singapore Airlines seat. And here is my beautiful window where you can enjoy the beautiful view outside. There was a big do not occupy sign on the seat and the camera crew said that they will move me. But the headrest is adjustable, so that's good. Because it's ex-Singapore Airlines, the legroom is pretty good. So here's a seat back pocket with the safety card, the menu, and the in-flight duty-free catalog. We also have a cup holder here and cold hook. We also have a non-functioning IFE screen and a remote. Here's our tray table, it's foldable, and it even has a mirror. The seat beside me is missing a pocket and has a mysterious stain on it. So the camera crew moved me to this seat. I have no idea what was wrong with my original seat, but at least I get my own row. A good thing about the seats is that the footrests are actually functional and working.
For Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. The commander of this flight is Captain Rosaria, assisted by Senior First Officer William and other in-charge cabin crew Delvin. Together with me, our exceptional team of cabin crew wearing AirAsia uniform, Senior Cabin Crew Priscilla.
Piece of gum here. We pushed back 1 minute ahead of schedule at 1:34 a.m.
As the safety features may differ from other aircraft. Please Please remove headset, earphones, or earbuds during takeoff, landing, emergency, and whenever announcements are made. However, lightweight devices such as mobile phones insert the metal chip into the buckle and tighten the belt by pulling on the mask firmly towards you. Place the mask over your nose and mouth with the headband tightly around your head.
After what seemed like forever, we finally took off at 2:01 a.m. So it's around 9 minutes after takeoff, and all the lights are turned on except for the toilet lights. Even the seatbelt lights are turned off, and it's just completely dark. Then, completely without warning, all the lights just suddenly turned on. So here is the inside menu. AirAsia is famous for its meals. The selections of meals are pretty good, and they also look pretty good, especially this one, which I want to get, but I already pre-ordered the meal. They also have quite a big and unique drink selection. "25 minutes after the lights turned on, the service started and I got my tray table out. And look how good quality it is. 10 minutes later, I got my meal. I pre-ordered this meal for 20 Malaysian ringgits, which was 5 ringgits cheaper than on board. The meal looks pretty good, so let's dig in. There is actually meat in this, by the way, it's just under the thing. The meal was actually surprisingly good, a lot better than I expected it to be. Definitely worth the amount I paid for it. The only downside of this was that we took off at 2 a.m. and I was as sleepy as I was hungry. I don't know what happened to the footage in between, but rubbish collection was at 3:10 a.m., which was 25 minutes after I got my meal, and soon after the lights were dimmed. I'm guessing I slept, and the lights turned on at 6:41 a.m. Then I think I fell asleep again, and they were announcing the descent at 6:50 a.m. Because of the timing of this flight, I could only sleep for a maximum of around 3 hours this entire night. 15 minutes ahead of schedule at 7:14 a.m.
Dear guests, we have just landed at Kuala Lumpur International Airport and please be informed that your arrival will be at Terminal 2. We are pleased to inform you that we have landed 15 minutes ahead of schedule. The local time now is 7:15 a.m. and the current temperature reported around 25 degrees Celsius.
I cannot see the outside at all, it's all just fogged up. After a 15-minute taxi, we finally got to the gate. Kuala Lumpur really is a very punctual airport. I got off just 4 minutes after we parked at the gate. Maybe Singapore Changi could learn a thing or two. So we are currently at Kuala Lumpur Airport Terminal 2. This is the biggest terminal in the world built exclusively for budget airlines. It's probably bigger than Terminal 1, which is for full-service airlines. This is the weirdest arrival separation thing I've ever seen. It's a narrow ramp that wraps around the terminal to go up to the arrival level. Why can't they just build an escalator to save space and cost? So we landed at the runway furthest from the gate, and we parked at the gate furthest from the exit. And also in Shanghai, we taxied to the runway furthest from the gate. These people are lining up to get a SIM card, which I don't need because I already have an eSIM. I feel like I've walked for forever and still not at baggage claim.
But you know,
I finally made it to immigration. I don't know why there was so much people in the manual line. I went to the e-gate and it took less than 30 seconds. And it seemed like most nationalities were actually eligible for e-gates. Also, does Malaysia even care about biosecurity, or is that just a prop? I forgot to scan my backpack and the person just did not care at all. So yeah guys, this is it for today and see you next time. Bye!